So, usually you're like one of the first people that we see comments. So maybe that's the problem.
Maybe I should log into YouTube also.
Yeah.
Comment. Although I would have to remember to mute that stream because I would get very confused very quickly.
I have been known to do that, yeah.
Nobody wants to talk to us today.
Well, we have viewers. I see the little thingy over here, which no one else can see. Maybe they're all bots. Who's to say, really?
We're being watched by the AI. We're teaching the AI.
There's everyone.
Hi, peoples.
Thank goodness. Hi. So, in case, hello, you missed Sarah's announcement, their computer died really hard. So they're off getting that fixed. And I have a substitute friend.
Substitute friend? You only hire me when you don't have other friends?
Actually, I was given a choice, and I said, Laura, please.
Oh. Well, then I feel special. Okay, never mind.
Oh my God, did I say computer? Laura, you didn't catch me saying computer? It is their car. The second most important fact that you need to know tonight is that we're all very tired.
I fixed written words, not spoken words.
Oh, no. Oh, we're off to a rousing start, everyone.
Amazing.
Yeah, they're moving like
water
4 blocks from me, and it's an adventure. That's true.
Oh, valid. Yeah.
Oh no, we're in danger.
Hi, T. It's nice to meet you too. I mean, I guess I've met you in the chat before, but
yeah, you guys have talked.
Now you've seen my face.
It's just what?
It's been rainy today, and so that kind of makes everybody sleepy.
Do we call you Widget now?
Oh, Widget's your derby name.
So you're used to people saying this one. Cool.
I like derby. It's fun. My neighbor tried to get me into derby, and I was like, you don't know how old I am. My body would be like, no, absolutely not.
It's fun hearing you shorten roller derby because derby makes you think like horses, big hats.
We are talking about different derbies.
Yes. I do want to go see roller derby sometime. I just have yet to get around to it.
Come up here. There is a team in DeLand.
There's a team here.
Okay, but then you can come see me too.
Maybe we'll find when our teams play.
Yeah, that would be fun. That, Laura. I don't know if I like that. That,
ominous.
Laura. It's like you've been talking about me.
Kevin and I are reading Princess Diaries. I don't know if any of y'all have read it. But the grandmother keeps referring to me as boyfriend as that boy. And in my head, the emphasis is on boy. But Kevin, who's the one reading it out loud, always puts the emphasis on that. Important distinctions, you'll see.
Yes. Well, obviously, one of you is wrong. And it's probably not you.
Well, that sounds fun. Thanks for dropping in. I do really want to see roller derby sometime. It always looks fun when it's inevitably the focus of a murder mystery on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Kaylee has a lovely store.
Yes.
I have not been because I don't go anywhere that's more than about 10 minutes from my home.
I've been to Kaylee's store, and it is lovely. And if it was closer her store would have a lot of my money. So it's probably for the best.
Always blow out the candles, Kaylee. I had a cousin that had a Wicca shop years and years ago, and someone left a candle burning after a ritual one night, and then she no longer had a store.
Well, that makes
So
me so
that is
sad.
my one piece of advice for cool crystal shops. Now, I was a kid, so all I knew was that I got like some really cool stuff out of this because it was, smoky and she couldn't sell it or anything. But like, ooh, where's Kaylee's store? Also, what's it called? It had a cool name.
It's Corellia's Gifts and Goods is the name, and it is in Coral Springs. Maybe.
I am going to put it in the chat, assuming I spelled it correctly.
Down by Miami.
All right. Well, I'm not pulling it. So is it Corellia?
I think so.
Cool. I'm Sarah. I forgot. So we have like 4 minutes. So what's everyone working on?
I'm editing.
Yay!
Yay! What a day, huh, Sarah? What a day.
Thank you, Kay. What is everyone working on? Sarah, are you going to join us after all? I have a notebook for writing, but since I'm very, very sleepy, I brought a book.
I'm still trying to look up what city Kaylee's store is.
Oh my gosh. I sent a picture of the first one when I started reading it to my mom, and I was like, hey, have you read these? I think you might like them. And she goes, oh yeah, I love spoiler.
Oops.
And then later she was like, how far are you in it? And I was like, not that far.
I've never read Richard Osman's books, but I have watched him because he's been on
Taskmaster.
We watched Taskmaster. And sometimes we'll watch 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown. And sometimes he's on there. Because we are obviously in the UK.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of British shows. Like, I'm not really into like QI, but I do love those two.
They're very excellent. And they're good, like even Taskmaster is good to rewatch.
Yeah. I did my birthday themed around it this year.
That is so fun.
It was so good. Okay. Finishing a newsletter. Plotting and pre-writing. What does pre-writing entail? Sounds satisfying. Cooking and cooking. You still got time. We're just in the what's everyone working on phase. I might just read, y'all. I promised myself I would spend this time every week just writing. And I did for the first 7 months. But this month I've just been so tired.
That's a big commitment.
I was like, this is a good thing, But I might just read. Also, did you just know that Richard Osman, the author, was Richard Osman, the comedian? Because I did not until I looked in the back.
I did, because I think I saw him on a show one time when his book was getting ready to come out, and he mentioned it.
Just super casually, I was like, there's no way it's the same guy. That's gotta be a common name. Nope, that's him.
It's the same, and he's very, very tall.
So tall.
Probably close to 7 feet.
Well, but you would never be able to tell because he's only ever stood straight next to Greg Davies.
Fair.
Oh, that's fun. Also, if you hear noise in the background, Wheel of Time is coming out Friday, and Kevin is making a whole thematically appropriate feast, and today he's making the puff pastry, so he's going to be up all night, I think.
That is very exciting. Okay, that makes sense. So getting the idea out.
All right, I don't have a seconds timer, so I'm going to go ahead and say that it's very nearly time. Everyone start doing your stretches.
Doing this one in honor of Sarah.
I'm sure they appreciate it.
My clock says it's time. What does your clock say?
Mine also says it. So
we are in sync. All right. Do I do the countdown?
yeah,
Okay. On your mark. Get set.
do your best. And that's time. Our first sprint is complete. How did everyone do?
I looked up at 27 seconds left, and I was like, this is perfect.
Nice. I ended up reading, so I think I'm just having a casual sort of night.
Nice. I'll have to tell you that was a little bit awkward because I'm currently editing a spicy scene. I was like, people are watching me as I read this.
You know, other guests in the past have turned off their cameras if they were doing something they thought might be too embarrassing. But I'm sorry I missed out on all your facial expressions.
I don't think I made that many. I kept looking over and I was like, maybe I don't react to these. All right.
Fabulous.
What's for dinner?
Salmon, right?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that feels right.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Aww.
Kitty.
Sounds productive.
Nice. These two are misusing office equipment for their after hours activities. The book I'm editing.
Oh, I thought you were putting it like a cat or something, and I was like, I want to see.
Other screen. Sorry.
Yeah.
Nice. So what's everyone drinking?
I, of course, have my artificial intelligence water.
I also have water. Not that I can prove it to you, but there is water in this cup.
And I'm very proud of you.
Thanks.
So we all seem a little lower key tonight, but I'm very proud of us nonetheless.
Things are getting accomplished. Things that wouldn't have otherwise gotten accomplished.
Yeah, there wouldn't be salmon.
Mm-hmm. And reading for pleasure, Bess, is very important.
Yes.
Fizzy water.
Look at all these hydrators.
Sarah would be so proud.
My cats drink so much water that the old concept of, like in books are always like, being licked by a cat's little dry tongue does not resonate anymore. I'm like, my cats drool on me. If your cat has a dry tongue, you're doing it wrong.
My orange cat drools on me. It's disgusting. But I love him.
Yeah.
That kind of night. Nice.
Woolly mint. Is that like lens here?
Require explanation, please.
Does it taste different from other mints? Just like men, or like men with cute animals? Because I always think those calendars are great.
Mm-hmm.
That's delightful. Yeah, cats prefer running water. So that's why you get so many cats that drink out of the faucet, and why I have fountains everywhere.
I have a feeling that if we got fountains, my orange cat would play in them, so there would be more water on the floor than in the fountain.
Oh yeah, no, my fountains are also on towels.
Oh, smart.
Yeah, sometimes my younger cat gets excited about, I don't know, the wire, and like tries to get under the fountain.
Oops.
That sounds fancy.
That does sound fancy. But now I want to try it.
Where did the men come from?
That's a question we've all been asking.
But are they like, submitting their own pictures of themselves looking hot? Are they like stolen from romance novel covers? Like, I need to know more about this. Yeah, right? Fountains. That's totally the way to go. Oh yeah, I had a few considerations buying ours, and it had to be easy to wash, all the parts too, and like stable enough that it would take real effort for them to knock it over. So that's what that is over there.
Oh, perfect.
You can see that it's not oriented the way it normally is, because my cat.
Because cat.
That sums it up, doesn't it?
It's, anybody who's ever had the pleasure of sharing a residence with a cat will understand when you say because cat.
Are we talking about the brand name of the fountains or the brand name of the hot men? I don't think they're like. I think I tried some like fancy like stone fountains and stuff, but these just like cheapy plastic ones work way better for me. It's just cat meat. I will type it as if I were Sarah.
Both. Widget wants the brand name. Brand name of the men. We have lots of different conversations going right now.
As it should be. Oh, those are so pretty. It's very weird seeing my words on Sarah's name. Yeah, I love the flower ones. But every time we try something different, the cats just prefer these.
Because cat.
Because cat indeed. Yeah, they're very well hydrated and they drool.
Anybody do anything fun this past weekend?
Oh my god, this past weekend was a million years ago.
Listen, I'm trying to keep the conversation going.
I appreciate that.
I'm not as good as Sarah.
Well, my planner is entire. Oh, I saw the Barbie movie.
Oh, how was it?
Did
you like it?
It was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I expected to be like in raptures because everyone just like lost their minds over it. But it was like it was fine. I'm glad it exists. I don't think I was the target audience.
Yeah, I don't think I'm the target audience either, so that's why I haven't seen it yet.
My cats are like super aware that they are cats, and therefore they want their cat food and their cat water fountains, and anything other than that is us clearly trying to poison them. Oh no, you have a name.
We just call her Pint or Half Pint.
Do we? Okay, cool. I mean, hi, how are you? Glad you're here. Sorry.
I actually met her in person this past weekend.
And that's how this happened?
I'm apparently everybody's auntie because
okay.
I'm older than a lot of them. And I don't want to be a mom, so auntie it is.
Whenever I meet up with podcasters, like I feel like I'm in my 30s. Like that's not old, that's not young. It's just like it's cool. But then I meet podcasters and they're all babies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like a decade older than everyone. Oh god, it hurts my hips.
Yes. Yes.
What stuff did you plan? How was the workshop?
Speaking of hips hurting, it also looks like it would be painful. Mona, I might be older than you, though. I'm an old.
I'm not an old, although it is weird in my writing organization to be referred to as young. I recently left one of the committees and they were like, do you have another young person with your experiences? And I was like, well, I don't know any young people. Because, like, I've been out of college for over a decade. So.
A quarterly staycation. Do you make plans for that too, or do you just go where the day takes you? I need to know. How does one relax? Please explain.
Oh, but tell us afterward.
On your mark, get set.
Do your best. And that's time. Our second sprint is now complete. How did everyone do?
I did some work and then I got distracted by my cat.
I think other people did as well.
It happens.
Hello. I did some reading, some crochet.
So you're doing a temperature blanket? Is that what you're doing?
Well, this is a different one. I got some random yarn out of the community art supply closet, and was like, I'll try making a blanket. Not realizing exactly how much yarn I'm going to now have to buy to make a blanket.
Yeah. The cat is still trapped in the office with me. I could go grab him.
He is desired.
Uno momento.
Nice. Ooh, important information.
Come here.
Fascinating statement. Oh, hello, baby. Okay, and Kevin is...
Okay, now I can hear you.
And Kevin is...
This.
Okay, hello, baby.
This
I can't believe you named your cat after my husband.
large cat. Oh my gosh. Oh no, don't take that. Okay.
What a sweetheart. Hi, baby.
He is a big orange baby.
Oh, I think my baby's getting jealous. We'll see if he comes up on the table.
This is his spot though. This is why this part of the desk is always clear.
So what's February?
I have convinced Pint to come down for Coastal Magic.
Perfect.
I don't know if Jen's still here. Jen, I'm making people come.
Hand selling, the best way to get more audience.
One by one.
Well, that's an excellent jumping off point. What do we have coming up? I don't know what Laura's doing. What Sarah's doing. So I guess check the OCLS writers event schedule. Salud.
That cat hair in my mouth.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Laura, do you have anything cool coming up people should know about?
I mean, nothing that anybody can participate in. I've got a cool trip coming up, but
You can brag about it.
I'm going to Italy.
Oh, definitely brag about that.
I'm going to Italy for a book convention. And
How's your Italian?
I'm on Duolingo. I'm working on it. Not.
Are we Duolingo friends? We should be Duolingo friends.
I don't know if we are. Maybe we should be.
Everybody, if you're on Duolingo, I am Bess the Kraken. So be friends with me.
Okay, got it.
I know Bet already is. So where in Italy is this convention?
So the convention's in Florence, but
that's where I studied abroad.
I'm being dragged along as an assistant, so part of my way is paid for. So we're flying into Rome, and then we're going to take the train and make a couple of stops on our way to Florence, and then probably spend a day in Venice, and then fly out for Venice. I think it's the plan.
Well, that sounds incredible.
Thanks. I'm very excited. And also very stressed because I don't know any Italian other than what I've learned in like 30 days on Duolingo.
You don't need to know a lot to get around Florence. It's such a touristy city. There.
Yeah, but I'd at least like to know the basics. I don't want to be the typical American that expects everybody to know English.
Yeah, when I went to Japan, I got away with basically being able to say, like, excuse me, and I'm sorry, and, like, you know, hello, goodbye, thank you. So I imagine That should get you through most of your trip just fine.
I don't think I know I'm sorry yet. I know the others.
Mi dispiace?
Okay. Maybe I should call you for help with pronunciation. Because my pronunciation is atrocious. It's really
Dude, I was there over a decade ago.
Still more experience than I have.
I'm actually, it's been so long that I had a hilarious moment with a young Italian friend not that long ago where I was like, in bocca al lupo, which is a way to say good luck because she had, I forget, some sort of test coming up. And she said, vive el lupo? And I was like, what? Because the traditional response is creepy. So you're like, you're in the wolf's mouth, and the response is, may it fall down dead. But apparently, the new response is long live the wolf because of animal rights. Yeah. I know so little Italian, and that which I do know is hopelessly outdated.
Amazing. Jules.
Wow.
That's a delayed response.
That's hilarious. Is it personalized?
Oh, that'd be even better.
Were they like, we just don't feel there's a market for this book? It's too early for fun facts, Mona.
We can't do it this early, Mona. Otherwise, we will have nothing left to talk about.
Tuesday the 5th is the zine meetup. So if you're in the Orlando area, you should come. Or if you're as far away as Daytona, you should come because some of our members do come from that far away.
Do we have to make zines if we come? Or can we just come hang out?
You can come hang out. The point is just to meet other people that think zines are cool.
Okay.
And since we got invited to table at the Literary Expo, if you do have zines that you want handed out, bring them to the meeting and I will stick them on our table at the expo.
So fun. When is the expo?
The 17th. That's amazing. That's so amazing. That makes me so happy.
Did you send them a buy link to your book? I hope you sent them a link to buy it.
That is absolutely spectacular.
I mean, at least they apologize for taking so long. That's nice.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, once an email hits like a month and I haven't responded, that is just never getting an answer because it's too late now.
Right. If I let something go a week, like if it needs a response and I let it go a week, I'm always like, I am so sorry. This took me so long to reply to you.
Yeah, I have some that are verging on a week that I don't want to deal with, but like they need responding to.
Or like if I just read like the email preview and I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's information that I needed. And don't actually open the email to see that they need a response. And then I open it later and I'm like, oh, they asked a question. Crap.
Yeah, I have one that's like, hey, do you want to come be on a panel? And I'm like, oh no. Do I want to come be on a panel? I don't know if I want to come be on. And so I'm avoiding that whole question.
But do you want to be on a panel?
I don't know. It's related to the committee that I just quit, that I just like retired from. I didn't like quit in a huff of rage. It just was like, eh. And so I'm like, I don't know. Do I have anything else to give here? If I were Sarah, I would have a good answer for this, but I don't.
I'm going to say 3 months based on absolutely nothing than me guessing.
I feel like that's the sort of thing that Google would have an answer for.
Maybe, or isn't there like a querying website that does a lot of Q&As?
I imagine there are a lot of them. Oh, shoot, it's time.
Oh, gosh. Proud of us.
Okay.
get ready, get set,
finish strong. And that's time. Our final sprint of the evening is now complete. Can you believe it?
What? That one caught me.
Surprise! This actually reminded me, how did everyone do? But this reminded me of, I had like a minor crisis earlier because I was researching a kind of tree. And then I was like, people are using machine learning algorithms to write articles and like entire websites. And I don't know enough of botany to know if a tree website is legit or not, which was a terrifying concept. All right, we'll bring on the fun facts. And excellent work, Widget.
Details are good.
Finished the latest round of stitches, so slowly getting bigger.
That's really cute.
I foolishly decided I wanted it to be queen size because that's like the size of all the beds that we have.
Mhm.
But that's going to be so much work. This is a ninth of the size it needs to be in the end.
But it's cute.
Yeah, I like it. We'll see if I still like it once I've done it 9 more times. That's fascinating.
That is really cool.
Kevin is a non-fan of bugs, spiders in particular. So I can't share that with him, even though it's a very cool fact and maybe makes them less terrifying.
I mean, jumping spiders are kind of cute, though.
Wait, there's not enough detail in this fun fact. Tell me more.
I did not come prepared with a fun fact. I'm having that dream, that nightmare where you go to school without your homework. I did not prepare a fun fact.
You don't have to bring a fun fact. Someone will always have one. I guess I was looking up. So the tree I was looking up is a tamarack.
Mhm.
And it turns out that the name tamarack comes from the Algonquin word for the tree, which I can't remember, but it started with an A, which means the wood that snowshoes are made from.
That is really fascinating, and I love that.
Right? I was like, that's the best name for a tree. That's a house tree. That's a snowshoe tree.
This is correct. These are correct statements.
But it's your fun fact, Half Pint. So you got to share. Tell us more.
I will tell you, we stayed in a house that's called the Pink House. And it seemed very appropriate with all the Barbie fever. So it was our own little Barbie house. And by little, I mean very large.
That is very fun. Let me see if I can find a thing that I learned about. As long as Kevin's not in the room. This is a bad translation, but I was reading about. Oh, are you in here, hun?
I am.
You should go away or not listen.
All right. I'll listen.
Okay. So, I was reading about this epitaph that these people buried their dog under in Rome. And the epitaph is all about how, he carried her into the house as a puppy 15 years before, and this was the last time he would carry her. And oh my God, it made me so, but like they built an entire tomb for this dog whose name was Patrice. And it's all about like her life with them, and I get teared up just thinking about it, but it was just really nice.
That makes me very happy and sad at the same time.
Exactly. I'm so glad that she was so loved and lived for so long. And also I'm very sad that she died, which is silly because it was like, 10,000 years ago, but
right. Everybody's dead. Probably everybody's dead.
Oh no, I put my hook down. Oh good, I found it. Okay, we're good. Okay, tell us about the mummy house. That's such an 1800 things to do, to buy a mummy and be like, this is mine now. That's nuts. How many people were like, oh, I'd love to have a mummy in my attic?
It was passed down through the generations until somebody was finally like,
Maybe we
give
shouldn't
this
keep
to
a dead guy in our house? Jesus.
What? Absolutely incredible. Definitely an 1800s thing to do.
It's such a Victorian thing to do, and like, just why?
Humans or something.
I'm trying to find a better translation of the Patrice thing.
That's a very valid point.
Well, this person translated slightly better, but into like incomprehensible Old English.
Oh, good. That's helpful.
Sagacest thou wert like a human being.
Oh, good. That's helpful. I mean, we could probably figure it out. It would just take longer than the, few minutes.
Yeah, they love this dog so much. Why didn't they send it back to Egypt? That feels like, hey, sorry we stole your grandpa. You can have him back now.
And I think it's still in a museum. Like, I don't think they ever sent it back.
I just feel like stealing people's dead people is a weird thing to do. Mm-hmm. I don't particularly believe in buying people dead or alive. No, weird.
I mean, I guess it's different if they donate their body for something.
Yeah, no, that's for sure different. You go to Egypt and you're like, hey, cool, a dead guy. I'm going to take that home now. Well, considering the chaos of the evening and the energy that we were all working with, I think we all did great, and I'm very proud of everyone.
I'm proud of us too. I actually did some work. They're finished with their adult activities in the office that I'm editing. So
excellent.
We can move on to, consequences.
So do you remember what Sarah says or the hand gestures that go with?
I remember what Sarah says. You're better at the hand gestures.
All right. You're going to have to do the awkward waiting, though, while I hit the button. So you ready?
Okay.
Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight.
Yes. Thanks for having me. And at last minute, I love hanging out with everybody. But all right, everyone, stay safe. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.